This machine was blowing smoke real bad, and I tried for a temporary fix to put some bars stop leak over there in it, but that didn't do it. So it's time to replace the head gasket, and so I got the valve cover gasket off, and I got the head off. Everything's nice and clean. Clean it up a little bit more, but for the most part, all the gook is off. And I got the head off, and got that all nice and cleaned up. Like I said, a little bit more cleaning, but for the most part. And that's it. These are all the bolts for it. Right here in the muffler. Exhaust. Not the muffler, but the exhaust. And at this point here, we'll get this thing together when the head gasket comes in. Hopefully that'll solve the smoking problem, which it definitely should. What happens is it breaches in between. Here, let me show you. What happens is you get a breach in between here, where your push rods go up to your valves. Push rods are in here, and there's oil in here, and you get a breach here to here, where your valves are, and your piston comes up, and your spark plug, and then the oil goes in there, and then it goes smoky. So hopefully this will solve the problem. Gaskets are supposed to come in tomorrow, and I fixed a couple of them in the past, and hopefully this one will get fixed also. Besides that, I cleaned out the carburetor. Had the gook in there from sitting for a couple of years. I replaced an idler pulley underneath the, I don't know where it is. It's over here. Transmission is fine. It was this idler pulley here that was causing, you can see it's destroyed. That was causing the problem with the transmission not working the way it should. Right now, with a new idler pulley in it, this machine will go up any hill you need to go up. It'll flip over before it stops going up a hill, I think. And actually, the tires will start sliding. I was picking up leaves with it, and picks up leaves real nice. And the engine sounds nice. I like the way this engine sounds. Nice sounding engine. Nice and quiet for the most part. The mower deck I had off, and the mower deck's in good shape and sounds good. So the lights work. So just needs that head gasket, a little bit more work. It's not perfect. Never will be, it's a 2005, so it's 14, 15 years old. So to get it to run and pick up leaves and start up when you want it to start up and turn it off when you want it to turn off, that's about all you can ask for with these old machines. You get that all going, and you're doing pretty good, especially for a free machine off of Craigslist. I can certainly understand why people give them away for free, though, because if they can't do it themselves, don't have the time to do it, and don't have the want to do it is the thing. You can find all the information on YouTube that you really need, but if you don't have the time and you don't want to do it, which obviously a lot of people don't, working on these things is awful, really, for the most part. Until you get to know it a little bit better. Once you've worked on them for a few years, it gets a little bit easier, but still a pain in the butt. But anyway, what do you do with it? You bring this to a shop and get it all fixed up. It's, you might as well just get a brand new machine. You're talking I bet you at least $500 to get this thing all fixed up and running back then 2 years ago, with the head gasket problem and the idler pulley underneath problem and new belts and, everything else they do to it. I also had to replace the throttle cable. The throttle cable was broken, so when I first got it running, it would just idle. And, so that throttle cable, it was broken. So I had to replace the throttle cable. And the carburetor needed a good cleaning. And, so slowly but surely, it's getting to the point where it can be a usable machine on a daily basis. It just takes time. So I got this on Saturday, and this is Tuesday. Got it running. I got it on Saturday. Actually, got it running Saturday evening after messing around with it for 2 or 3 hours, and then on Sunday I did a little bit more to it. Got running a little bit better. That's when I cleaned out the carburetor and replaced the throttle cable. So I don't know how many hours I didn't. It took me a few hours for that. A few hours on Saturday, a few hours on Sunday, and then Monday I replaced that idler pulley, underneath. And that took a while, and then now today I just got it all cleaned up for the head gasket that should come in tomorrow, hopefully. So, and of course the spark plug gets all fouled up with oil and stuff because of that breach of oil. So, okay, thank you. Bye.